The royal palm banquet hall in Port Harcourt rose like a palace. Chandeliers bathed the crowd in golden light, the air rich with the scents of roses and vanilla. Music floated through the hall as people laughed, clinched glasses, and celebrated the love story of the year.
At the center of it all stood Dr. Leonard Obikwe, smiling like a man who had everything: wealth, respect, and a bride whose gown sparkled like a field of stars. No one knew his past was about to walk through the door. Ifunanya stepped inside quietly, her deep green dress brushing the floor. Beside her, holding her hand, was Adora, a little girl with bright eyes and thick braids clutching her one-stop rod. Ifunanya scanned the hall. She had waited 4 years for this moment. 4 years since her father had called her a liar. 4 years since Leonard had taken everything from her: her safety, her home, her family's love, and walked away untouched. Not today. She sat at the back watching the MC's voice rang out. "Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the vows." The music softened. The hall filled. Leonard and Ngozi faced the pastor. That was when Adora's tiny hand slipped from her mother's grip. Before Ifunanya could move, the child walked down the aisle, straight towards the man in the white coat. She stopped in front of him, tilted her head, and in a voice that carried through the night, she said, "Daddy." Gasps tore through the crowd. The bride's smile cracked Leonard's jaw tightened. Ifunanya rose. Every step she took towards the stage was slow, deliberate, echoing on the marble floor. She stopped beside Adora, resting her hand on her daughter's shoulder. Her voice was steady but sharp enough to cut glass. 3 years ago, you left me with more pain, Leonard. You left me with this child, your child. The hall buzzed with shocked whispers. Camera phones shot up like a forest of blinking eyes. Leonard tried to smile. "This is a wedding. If now you're embarrassing yourself." Her lips curled into something colder than a smile. "No, Leonard. I'm about to do to you what you did to me. Only rest." She turned to the crowd. "My father threw me out because this man, his best friend's son, told him I was lying. I carried my baby alone. I bled alone. I stabbed alone, and he built his perfect life without a single consequence." A few guests gasped. Others murmured Leonard's name in disbelief. Ifunanya reached into her purse and pulled out a small stack of papers. He handed them to the bride. "These are the results of the DNA test. This is the hospital bills on the day I gave birth, and these," he listed his flash drive, "are the copies of the text he sent me the night he left me." Ngozi's face went pale as she scanned the papers. Her hands began to tremble. "Leonard, you told me she was crazy." Ifunanya's voice rose. "Tell them, Leonard. Tell this whole how you hid behind your family's name while my life fell apart. Tell them how you called me a whore when I was just a scared teenager carrying a child." The pastor shifted uncomfortably. Jess whispered louder. Leonard's voice cracked. Ifunanya stopped you. "No," she cut him. Stepping closer, her eyes locked on his. "I begged you to do the right thing. You laughed in my face. You let my own father throw me out into the street. Now, I will let every person here see you for what you are: a coward, a liar, a predator." She turned towards the press. Cameras at the back of the hall. "You want the headline? Here it is: Beloved doctor's secret love chat flashes his way."